Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Karlo, and today guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to properly play PvE, okay? As a warrior, obviously. Alright, let's start. So, the first way to play warrior in PvE is to change to Fury. Don't play arms. There's some exceptions, but just play Fury. For now, just play Fury. We're gonna get to that later. Alright, next stage is your stats, the most important obviously. So, the most important stat is crit, of course. You need to be crit capped. Crit cap is 45%. The second most important stats. Actually, the most important stats are hit and expertise. They both need to be 7.5. After 7.5 hit expertise, you're gonna go for crit cap. That's 45%. When you hit 45% in raids, you're gonna be 50 crit. 50% crit because you're gonna be buffed by a mage or a hunter or doesn't matter. Feral druid, guardian druid, no matter what. And after that, you're gonna go full mastery. Because mastery increases your damage. And now, I'm gonna give you guys some ideas to get a easier version of what I'm saying. So the most important things is that you have the double set bonus from your gloves and the helmet. The most common use, the double set bonus. Because it says special attacks against the target with your Colossus Smash debuff generate 5 rage. Everything is going around your Colossus Smash. If you fail your Colossus Smash, your damage is gonna fall off, trust me. You need to pay attention to that. The most important things are your weapons and your trinkets. They need to be correct. They need to be the right items. They need to be best in slot. Keep that in mind. For the weapons, 588, you need to go 588 for the biggest weapon damage. And the trinkets, they need to be 588 for the biggest damage. The other items just need to be heroic. Like, nobody cares if your wrist is 588 or 582. Nobody cares. So pay attention to this. Look what it says. Increases the cooldown recovery rate of 6 of your major abilities by 54%. It needs to be above 50. It needs to be at least 580 item level. Because then your Stormbolt is gonna be on a 19.5 second cooldown. For example, mine is 588, but nobody has 5. I mean, not everyone has 588, but that doesn't matter. It just needs to be below 20 second cooldown. And you see, my Colossus Smash is on a 20 second cooldown, and my Stormbolt is on a 20 second cooldown. You need to always use your Stormbolt on a target with Colossus Smash debuff. I'm gonna show you guys that right now, so pay attention. So, if you remember correctly, expertise hit 7.5. Crit needs to be 45% cap. You can go above 45% if you want. Like, I don't mind if someone does that, but I think going into master is the most important thing. For example, check this out. I actually use some mastery gems because I want more mastery. But yeah, now for the rotation. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the correct, best rotation. The best way to do a good rotation is to do what I'm doing now. So, the most important thing is to always be enraged. If you're not enraged, you will lose so much damage. Check this out. Pay attention to my damage and DPS. Look how much they went up. It went for like 9k DPS and like, I don't know, 20k damage. Yeah, see, 30k damage, like, which are enormous increase. You always need to be enraged whenever you're using any spell. If you're not enraged and you use a Stormbolt, you lose like 50% damage. Pay attention to that, guys. Super important. Alright, let me show you guys the rotation. The rotation is super simple for Fury Warriors. You buff charge in, you get a lot of rage. You Bloodthirst for the in-rage, then you Colossus Smash. In a opener, okay, I'm gonna show you guys a opener, so pay attention. Buff, charge, Bloodthirst, pop full burst, Colossus Smash, Heroic Strike, Stormbolt, Raging Blow, another Heroic Strike, Dragon Roar, Raging Blow. And now you just keep on pumping damage, man, like just keep on pumping damage. You use your Berserker Rage to get a free Raging Blow and you just keep on going blah 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 blah. This was not the best rotation I did, because it's just a showcase. But you see the point what I'm trying to show. Look at that. I use my Colossus Smash and I Stormbolted right after that. You need to always Stormbolt in the Colossus Smash, guys. You can't miss that opportunity, because you lose damage if you don't do that. Colossus Smash reduces the target's armor by 100%. And with a heroic Galacross trinket, it's always gonna be at the same time. So pay attention to that. Super important. Look at this. Boom! And then you Heroic Strike, Raging Blow, and always make sure before the Colossus Smash ends that you use a Bloodthirst, because you're gonna get a lot of rage. That's the rotation. Super simple. Charge, buff, Bloodthirst, Colossus Smash, Stormbolt, Dragon Roar, Heroic Strike, and remember, always use Heroic Strike if you have a lot of rage, and always use it with a cold smash debuff all the time. You can even use it like this. This is what I mostly do. When I enrage, of course, let's say, okay, my cold smash now critted, and now I'm using a lot of heroic strikes. I'm like popping heroic strikes, like spamming them, and always make sure to use them when you have a trinket proc, because it will increase your damage rapidly. And remember, only use well strike when you get this proc, when you get this free proc. Only use it then. Never use it. Never use it if you don't have that. It's just a waste of rage. It doesn't even do that much damage. Heroic strike. So yeah, pay attention. Colossus smash, Stormbolt, heroic strike. You need to always use them in that same period. And also Dragon Roar. Try to use it in the Colossus smash, because you're gonna get 5 rage for using the Dragon Roar. You always get 5 rage with any special strike used in Colossus smash. So Bloodthirst, Wall Strike, Raging Blow, Execute, Stormbolt, Dragon Roar. And oh my god, this is the most important thing. When a boss is low HP, for example Gyrosh in 3rd phase or 4th phase, in the 4th phase, yeah. Always make sure that you're enraged and get a lot of rage. Charge him, get a lot of rage, Bloodthirst, and then Colossus smash, get some procs, like pop some trinkets, something, and then spam execute, guys. Spam it, spam it, spam it, especially with trinkets. You can hit 1.7 million executes. It's so much damage. You're rushing the boss's HP. You're just dropping it so much faster than... Don't use raging blows, just make sure that you're always enraged, spamming those executes. Blum, 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 blum. Spamming those executes. Huge damage. Huge damage. Alright. Now we covered stats. I hope everyone understood that. Now we're going to talents. Alright, for talents, super simple. Juggernaut is pretty okay. I would honestly recommend using this if you need to swap targets 24/7. But this is the best one. This is super good for protectors. This is super good for Juggernaut. This is super good for, I guess for... I don't know, doesn't matter. Any boss where you need to move a lot. Warbringer sucks, never use this. So this is the best one. The second one, this honestly doesn't matter, just go for second wind. This is garbage, this tanks use this and this is trash. Just use second wind, don't pay attention to that. If you have good healers you won't die. Only if you're stupid and jump in the fire, I don't know. The third one, staggering shout is good for rooting mobs, that's pretty okay. I would honestly suggest using that for bigger groups of mobs, like on Gyrosh to help with the ads, so they don't kill someone, like healers or other DPS. Piercing Howl is okay, I guess. This is the best one, this is for kicking mobs, like kicking Sun on Protectors, for kicking that big mob on Shao Pride, and kicking control players on Gyrosh. The fourth row, Bladestorm is the best one. Bladestorm is used on every boss. On Immersius, you're gonna pop top DPS if you use Bladestorm. On Shao Pride, you're gonna be top DPS if you use Bladestorm. That's basically it. Bladestorm is super good for keeping your DPS up, killing the mobs, and just doing some nice damage to the boss. Shockwave is garbage, never use Shockwave. Dragon Roar. Dragon Roar is really good for single target bosses. That is, only bosses I use Dragon Roar on are... I use them for Juggernaut, single target, and I use them for Tok. Actually, no. For Juggernaut and the Siegecrafter, those are the only single target bosses, and you will do huge opener DPS with these ones. For the fifth row, Vigilance is periodically the best one. It's good for saving tanks on Siegecrafter, for anything on Juggernaut helping your tanks. Safeguard is it's mediocre, I wouldn't use this. Also, if you intervene someone and the boss hits him, that strike is gonna go to you, and it can actually kill you if you're not full HP and the boss crits on that hit. So don't use intervenes and safeguards on your teammates. I mean on tanks. So yeah, use Vigilance for tanks, and I would recommend using Mass Spell Reflection on Juggernaut for the bombs, because they're actually reflectable, and on Shao Pride for reflecting the mobs. Shadow Bolt, which like puts that imp debuff on targets. And for the last row, most important, Stormbolt. These two suck dick. I would never use this for Fury. No, never. Maybe for like, I guess Bloodbath, for using it in Galakras for that, but nah. This is 10 times better. This is the best one. Periodically, nothing can top this. Only if you're playing arms. If you're playing arms, you can only use this for Galakras. It's super good. And Avatar is also pretty nice. Yeah, Protectors and Galakras. But Stormbolt is the best one, periodically. Alright, now for Glyphs. For Glyphs, people have mixed opinions. The best one is Unending Rage, and this one. I always use these ones, I never change these ones. The only ones I change is Death from Above. Death from Above I use for Malkorok, for Juggernaut. If I don't use that, then I use Rude Interruption. I use Rude Interruption for Protectors to kick Sun to get that 6% damage the whole time. For Shower Pride to kick the mob to also get 6% damage increase. And on Garrosh to kick Mind Control players who cast Touch of Yasharaj. So you get that 6% damage during Garrosh. A super important DPS race for Garrosh, obviously. The faster you kill the boss, the more likely you're gonna kill the boss. What else? Raging Wind, super good for spoils, super good for Galakras, obviously. This is actually really good. If you're not playing arms on Galakras, then don't use this. So yeah, this is also really good because when you Raging Blow, your Whirlwind hits for a bigger amount. So that's pretty good. And I guess this is also okay if you want. You can like put this here and put this here. If you want to go like huge cleaving damage on spoils or Galakras, if you're playing Galakras as Fury or Protectors or whatever. This is like the triangle of AoE. This is and yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, you can use this. For gameplay ideas, I'm gonna give you guys some ideas. So check this out. Let's say this is Protectors. So this is, let's say, he and this is Sun. Always make sure to keep Bloodthirst active on both bosses. It just increases your damage and it doesn't make a big difference, you know? Like you dot both of the targets, especially with like procs, and it will increase your damage really nicely. So let's say I'm fighting now Protector, this is he. I focus charge Sun, I kick her, let's say she's casting. I put the debuff on her and I just go back to he and, you know, keep pumping damage, blah 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 blah. And yeah. What else? Every boss has a different way of going into it. Every boss is a bit different. For example, on Juggernaut, you're always gonna be on the boss. You're gonna... Me personally, I sometimes also eat bombs on Juggernaut to help the raid. Let's go from every boss. Immersive is quite simple. You just burst the boss, DPS deads with Blaze Storm. You got tip-top DPS. Simple. Protectors, kick Sun 24/7 to get that Rude Interruption, and keep your bleeds on every boss as if you can do that. Not every boss, but at least 2 bosses keep the bleed on. Norushan, I mean there's nothing much I can say that. You go kill the 5 ads, then you burst the boss. Super simple. And keep killing the mobs, guys. It's more important than killing the boss. Shower Pride. Shower Pride is a really interesting fight. Imagine this is Shower Pride, right? And now, of course, I'm playing Blade Storm. Let's say now I'm like bursting now. I'm bursting the boss, blah blah blah. You're just doing some nice damage on the boss, using your spells, doing some serious damage. The boss is dropping, nice and sense. And now the boss starts casting. The spell to summon the mobs. You enrage and then you instantly Blade Storm. So your Blade Storm is affected by your enrage. Remember this, guys, super important. Never Blade Storm without enrage. Your damage is gonna drop significantly. It's gonna drop really big. And make sure to always keep enrage active while using spells. Any spell. Enrage always must be active. Rather wait a second, then enrage, and then Blade Storm. Then Blade Storm instantly. You're just gonna lose damage. It's just gonna do lesser damage. You're gonna fall. Your recount DPS is gonna go down, you know, instead of going up. What we want. We just want big damage, guys. That's all we want. We don't care about anything else. Doing good things, being a good player, and doing good DPS. That's all I care about. Like, I don't give a shit if you're 589 warrior, but you suck dick at the game. You're failing everything. You don't kick a mob ever. Your DPS is decent, but everything else you're sucking dick at. So, please, guys, pay attention to that. You need to be a better player. That's all. This is all about being a better player. Now, secondly, let's see. That's for Shower Pride. Galakras, simple boss. You just cleave the ads, you just do big AoE, blah blah blah, kill the mobs, and that's it. Juggernaut is also interesting boss. Because you need to pay attention to many things. Imagine this is Juggernaut, and this Ironforge Guard is the bomb. He drops 3 bombs. And always make sure to reflect those red bombs, those like circles. Always go into it and pop reflect. You're gonna actually reflect the damage to Juggernaut and increase your DPS. Pay attention to that, guys. Important. And now, this is Juggernaut. He drops the bomb. You nicely go to defensive stance, eat the bomb, and help your raid out. Help your tanks out, man. They're actually working. They're actually doing their stuff. If they're a good tank, of course. If they're a shit tank, leave the raid. Find a better raid. That's all this is about. Just being in a good raid and doing good stuff, not being shit at the game. You need to improve. Always make sure to improve your gameplay. So yeah, make sure to eat at least one bomb. Make sure to eat one bomb every time. If you have a good healer, you can even go berserker stance and eat the bomb. You're gonna get ginormous amounts of rage. Your rage is gonna go like up by like 80 rage. You're gonna hit rage cap instantly, which is really good. Now shamans. On shamans, you use mass spell reflection to eat the meteors when they come. Those big meteors which fall down. You can mass spell reflect that. I think if it's not fixed, but Firestorm never fixes anything, so you can surely use mass spell reflection. It's pretty good. Use Blaze-Storm Stormbolt to big damage. Make sure to bleed both Cardis and Harom. That's insane. Good job. Good job. That's all I'm gonna say. And now we go to Nazgrim. Nazgrim is super simple. You just go in like a retard like this. You heroic leap on the boss. Blaze-Storm deaths. Your DPS goes up by 3 million. GG. Your top DPS by the end of the fight. Super simple. And now Malkorok. Malkorok is a gatekeeper for the raid, basically. If you can't pass Malkorok, you're not gonna go anywhere. I use this glyph. If I see, for example, let's say this guy, let's say this, and this are 3 pools. And now these are 2 pools, the boss is right here, and this guy dies. And nobody's going to it. Fuck your DPS, man. Just put your camera like this and heroic leap into the pool, defensive stance, and save your raid, man. Save your group. Don't die. Nice. Now the boss is dead. Because of who? Because of you, man. You made your raid. You made the raid do it. Because of you. So be proud of yourself. And say in chat, because of you, because of me, you guys actually did the boss. So give me some fucking respect. That's what it's all about, man. Being good at the game. Next boss. Spoils. On spoils, just make sure to drop the dynamites on the Paragon and just cleave the mobs. That's it. Talk. Also super simple boss. Make sure to use Blaze-Storm for the bats. Make sure to use heroic death from above to run away from Tok. That's it. Siegecrafter, or again as I said in the start, Siegecrafter, Stormbolt, Dragonroar, the best combo. Huge DPS, guys. Huge fucking DPS. You do so much DPS. And always kill those missiles, those 3 missiles. Always make sure to kill them. Put the souls good so the tank can easily kill the mob. And the laser from the shit on the belt. Make sure to put that away from the raid. Paragon is also a quite simple boss for warrior. You just need to DPS the boss which is getting killed. You can also play some dads if you wanna look cool and the DPS recount, but nobody gives a shit because everyone on that boss is top DPS and I'm on the ads. So make sure to do some good single target DPS to every Paragon significantly. And then Garrosh. Garrosh is the most important fight for a warrior. It's the most important, because if you don't kill him, you're not getting the Zolotok, you know, or the tasks. Pay attention. You need to... In the start, you will pop burst, you will nicely do your rotation, and you will Blaze-Storm and all the ads come to the boss. Make sure to kick the shaman. After that, the boss will transport you to the Shadow Realm with the ads. Make sure to use this, guys. Make sure to use Disrupting Shout to kick the mobs. That will help your raid. It will significantly help the raid. Or if only one mob is alive, then you make sure to kick it with the Rude Interruption Glyph. So you do that more damage. More damage, guys. Big damage. All that matters. Nothing else matters. And after that, second phase is using your cooldowns good. Make sure to use your Demoralizing Shout. Make sure to use your Railing Cry to save your raid from winds and whirlwinds. Third phase, the same shit. Just make sure to not run away. Make sure to run away from the boss. Also, I forgot to mention one detail. In the second phase, if you have good healers, make sure to go berserker, man. And the boss is gonna hit you with whirlwind. Your rage is gonna literally just go rising up. You're not gonna even be able to spend your rage. Then you can spam heroic strikes the whole fucking time, like boom, 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 boom. Remember? Yeah. Second phase skipped. Third phase skipped. And now, in the third phase, make sure that you give your tank vigilance before the stacks on the tank go off, so it's gonna explode. Make sure to save your tank. Fourth phase, the last phase, super simple. DPS the boss. If you get malice, don't move. Go in the malice, go outside the malice. Make sure to get only one debuff of malice, and that's it. Don't heroic leap from bombardment. You're gonna kill your whole raid. And yeah, make sure this also. When the Iron Star is coming to the boss at 98 energy, make sure to use at least a Railing Cry to save your group, because the Iron Bomb does big damage. And make sure to stay from the opposite side of the bomb. That's it. That's basically it for Garrosh. And yeah, that's it. Today we're gonna be talking about the best gear for warrior in PvE, so let's get straight to it. Alright, so the first item, the helmet. Obviously the best installed helmet is the helmet of the prehistoric marauder. It drops obviously from Tok as a token, and it's the best item because of crit mastery, and yeah. I mean, the alternative is the helm of the Night Watchman, I think, from Spoils. It's crit haste, it's pretty okay. There's another one from Galacross, it's haste master, it's pretty garbage, I would never honestly use that. And that's basically for helmet. For the neck, of course, the Malkorok neck crit mastery. There's a pattern here, you see crit mastery, the base slot, the base stats for warrior, obviously. So yeah, the Malkorok neck is the best one. There's also one, pardon. There's also one from Juggernaut, it's hit mastery, it's alright, I mean, if you can't get this one, get that one also. There's also some from Tot. I don't think anyone used that on the server, even if they're pretty good pre-Siege of Ogrenmark gear, honestly, they're pretty good, not gonna lie. Now the shoulders. Shoulders are quite complicated, there's a lot of shoulders. The tusks of Manoroth are the best ones, I'd say. But the spolders of the Fallen Warchief, which drops also from Garrosh, like the tusks, are also pretty good. They passively give more stats, more crit mastery, but they lack one gem. Also, I mean one socket. Also they have two sockets, but they're yellow. So if you're going for crit cap, I mean for stacking crit gems, you're gonna actually get that strength bonus, which is actually pretty good. They're really close to the tusks. The tusks only win because they're, you know, legendary shoulders, also one more socket. The next item, the cloak. I mean, if you don't have the cloak, then I guess you're fucking retarded. Anyways, yeah, just get the cloak, man. Holy shit. Anyways, the breastplate of Shamanic Mirrors is the best one. It's from Shaman's crit mastery all the way, man. Holy shit, 3 sockets. Can we get better than that? The other one is Concleted Corrosion from Immersive side. I think it's crit haste, not so good. I wouldn't use that. The token one is also garbage. Like, the only 2 tokens are the gloves and the helmet. They're the only 2 you need to use. The bracers, I actually have these bracers, but I want to use these ones because I'm missing a bit I'm missing a bit expertise, so I'm using these ones. Also they're Heroic Warforged, and I got them this week, so I'm using them. But these ones are the best. These ones are best, crit mastery. They also give more crit than these ones. For some reason, I don't know why they made like that. Kinda stupid, but what can I do? And yeah, these ones are bits. These ones are also a really good alternative, and I wouldn't even not recommend using these. These are pretty good. Now the most important, the weapons. Obviously the best weapon in the game in this patch is Zalotoch from Garrosh. Heroic Warforged, can't get better than this. Crit mastery, 1 socket. I think it's a red socket, right? Yeah, it's red socket. Yeah, they're insane. This is the best weapon. There's nothing which comes close to this. The second best weapon is actually Gartok from Nazgrim, because it's the weapon which gives the most mastery, and also gives expertise, so you can easily get expertise cap. Obviously the great sword of Pride's Fall is also good. It's pretty nice. I mean, I have it 588, so I'm using it. Also, make sure to always have a 588 weapon for the biggest weapon damage. This one is also really good. But yeah, I would list them Zolotoch, Gartok, Great Sword, and then the Heirloom from Garrosh. There's also the weapon from Tok, but it's fucking useless. I mean, it's just haste master, you just lose expertise and you get a bit mastery. It's horrible, don't use that garbage. Yeah, this is basically for weapons. Again, as I said, tokens, you need the two set bonus for the Colossus Smash, which I explained in the last video, so go watch that if you didn't watch it. These ones are the best. Hit crit, you get some hits, you can easily get that hit rating. These ones are the best. There's also the Tar gauntlets for something like that from Juggernaut. They're also really nice, but this is the best one. Also the Zoid Molten gauntlets, they're crit mastery, but you need the set bonus. So yeah, these ones are periodically the best ones. The belt, this one is Biss. This one is the best. There's also one from Juggernaut. It gives haste mastery and it gives a bit more mastery. And the sockets are a lot better because they're yellow-red, but this one is red-blue. So you actually lose actually the sockets, you know. You could actually with the other one like get that socket bonus if you put expertise crit and some shit like that. But this one is the best one. So the other one is also a good alternative, but you need to get that hit rating, that's the thing. Malkorok, obviously, the best legs crit mastery. I don't know if there's no explaining here. There's a socket bonus from Paragon. It's crit haste, it's garbage. I think it's 2 sockets. This one is the best. No need to even talk about this one. Boots, the same thing as the belt, crit hit. There's also alternative from Malkorok. It's expertise mastery, I think. It's not so good. I would never use that. It's actually fucking shit. If you're not, only if you're a tank, then it's okay. And from Shamans, crit haste. It's also good. The socket is yellow, so you get a 320 crit plus the 60. That's 380 crit. This one is red, a red socket, so you cannot put that crit. But yeah, these ones are periodically the best ones, because yeah, you also get that hit like on the belt, so they're pretty good. And I mean, you can always make combinations. Like for example, if you have the Juggernaut Heroic Warforged one here, so you get that hit, you can go here the Shaman boots. I mean, I did that to my main warrior back in the day, but yeah, these ones are. This is the best. This is the best setup. This is the full bisc gear. So yeah, rings. I always see people using this ring, the other ring. They're like, they just want to look cool, you know. They like I got a Sorrow Pets trinket. I mean, ring now. It's 588. I don't care. But in reality, these are the 2 bis rings. If you don't have these rings, your rings suck dick, man. You need this haste. I mean, mastery expertise. You need that crit here from this ring. I also get that socket, so this is 10 times better than the Sorrow Pet. Only reason Sorrow Pet is decent because it gives hit, but you will not need hit if you're full bis equipment. You will not need a 1,000,000% hit. Above 7.5 hit is useless. Above 7.5 expertise, it's still okay a bit, because you see that target level parry chance is actually a bit. Expertise is still decent, still has a bit value, but there is sadly not a ring like that. I mean, there is, no, actually there's not. There's the ring from Shamans, it hit mastery, and Sorrow Pet is crit hit, and there's also some fucking garbage from Siegecrafter. It's expertise haste. That's fucking useless. Like, don't use that. Rather delete your ring than using that. Like, literally don't use a ring rather than using that garbage. But yeah, these are these are the best rings. Like, fact, best rings, like best stats, everything. And you also need a mastery. So make sure when you pass up 45 crit to go full mastery. Mastery is all that matters after crit cap. You can go a bit crit, but mastery is, I think, more important. And now the trinkets, the end game of Fury Warrior. These are the best rings. Like, I'm not even gonna talk about any fucking fusion core, any fucking skier, garbage, trash. Throw it in the fucking garbage. I can never use that trash. Only for, I think, Galakras on the mob adds if you're like an arms warrior with like Evil Eye of Galakras plus fusion core Heroic Warforged. If they're Heroic Warforged both, then it's okay. But anyways, these are the best trinkets. Fact, nothing can pass these ones. Like, the best in the game, man. Get these ones, and yeah, that's it. And now I'm gonna talk about some other things for warrior. How to increase your damage a bit more. If you want to increase your damage a bit more, you will have to get a 2-set bonus on Furlance for the warrior tier set. I think it's tier set 12, yeah. Tier 12, I think. Or tier 13, I don't know. And basically get a 2-set bonus like this, and put it in your bag, and before the boss is pulled, you will make a macro to equip your, for example, I'm using chest legs, so when I made the macro to equip these two, like this. Let's scroll down for me. It will equip the Furlance gear. Then I buff myself and I get Burning Rage. That increases damage. And then I just go back instantly. Like, I do this like in a microsecond, right? Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, go buff, go back. And you will get that buff. And if you do that before a boss, and you pre-pot also, like, your damage is gonna be ginormous. So make sure to get that 2-set bonus. If you want to actually be a really good warrior in PvE. If you want to show people that you know how to fucking do big dick damage. All that matters, as I said in the last video. Big dick damage is all that matters. So get this, use it before every boss. And also make sure that your group does a ninja pull if you have this equipped. And they pull the boss, your damage is like, see a body, you can actually leave the raid. Just wait for them to wipe and then try again. And also make sure there's no combat bug in the raid, otherwise you won't be able to make this. Obviously the potion of Mogu Power is the best one to use. Kappa Press is a really far alternative. Like, you can use this, I guess, if you don't have money for some reason. Like, I don't know even how you have like good gear but you have no gold. But yeah, you can use the copper press one. You're gonna have bigger haste with like the bloodlust and the spell and the attack speed from a rogue or a DK. Yeah, you're gonna be like hitting really fast, a really fast attack speed, which is also good for your DPS. But I mean, that's basically it. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. And yeah, take care.
I'm tired of him breathing, I'm taking this bro. I shoot to my right, my flag on the left. I earn my stripes, but I'm not a rep. These niggas they woke, they overslept. Yeah, my bitch she clutch because she a nurse. Whenever I'm down, she give me a